All right. As promised, I am live again. J Mike Live. Shout out to the USA, Canada, England, Europe, Brazil, Mexico, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand. Welcome aboard, all you guys. Thank you so much. And if I didn't shout you out, let me know in the comment section where you're watching from. That's all I need to know. Thank you very much, guys. So I'm looking at live footage of Mount Kilauea in Hawaii, still steaming and smoking. It seems whenever I check, those mountains are active. That volcano is active. It's got more than one spout. I can see one, two, three. I'm going to show it to you in a second. I can see like 3 spots of steam right from this view right here. It's unbelievable. I think there is, I'm not a seismologist, but I think, or a meteorologist, but I think there's an uptick in volcanic activity and earthquake activity in the world. Yes, you read that right, guys. There's an uptick and it's not going to slow down. Now you say, J Mike, how do you know? I got a feeling, all right? I got a feeling. And I'm usually right about things. So I don't speak untruth. I cannot lie. I cannot tell a lie. So, thank you everyone who's watching so far. Let's see. Let's go to that live stream and see what's going on over there. It's a silent live stream, so it's not going to hear anything. We're just going to take a look at that. And I'm so unfamiliar with StreamYard now, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see if we can do that. No, we're not going to do that. What am I going to do? I forgot how to add things to the stream. All right, light up. Oh, here we go. Okay, so it doesn't give me a preview anymore. I'm going to share screen, I think. They changed what they call everything. So let's see if we can. Okay, there we go. So, oh, I don't want that. I don't want that. All right. Hapsters and Hapsters Foodie, thank you for stopping in. Anyway, there it is. We're going to get dinged for this, so don't turn me in for stealing your video, but there it is anyway. We're sharing with Hapsters. I should have asked for that permission. But the Hapsters is in my chat, so that's a good thing. Hapsters Foodie is running that live stream. Maybe thought I might mention that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me get rid of that banner right there. All right, we don't need that. We don't need. If you like it, I'm hoping that you will subscribe. It doesn't. No need to put that up there in writing. People see. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it just because he asked. There's a lot of contrarians out there. You know, to each his own. It's okay. It's okay. So what else do we have? What else? So on my channel, notice I always fill that in underneath in the description underneath the video itself, the title. Join me on a real point of view walk through the streets of Metro Manila. My videos show the authentic daily life of the Philippines, from jeepneys, tricycles, and street food to the busy atmosphere of Greater Manila. Whether you're a Filipino abroad, OFW, or someone curious about life in the Philippines, this is your window into the culture, people, and transport that makes this country unique. I thought that I would mention the transport. Norma and I did a video sit down about the transport and all the different types of things. So I think I kind of forget the order of things, but tricycles, motorcycles, and jeepneys were high up on the list. And we're getting oh, I lost all my live stream terminology. We're getting a shout out here from the Team Happy. Thank you guys for coming in, Team Happy, right there. Oh, hello, thank you so much. Stick around for a minute or two, so we don't have a less than 30-second average walk. That's not good, guys. Not good if we have less than 30 seconds. So stick around here for about a minute or so, or longer if you like. Anyway, they're all coming out. What are they? I forgot what they call it, but they're crashing me anyway. And I appreciate that very much. It's hard to blow up on YouTube. We had a good live stream last week. It was well over 500. Thank you so much if you were here. If you were here then. Oh, there we go. There's my comments. Anyway, thank you for the thumbs up, guys, so much. I appreciate it. All right. I just got stuck in a repeat mode there for a moment. Hold on. I got to get my thoughts together. It's very early here. I've not been up too long. I just had some coffee and went live. I'm one of those guys that thinks I got to keep talking. At least they no longer say nosebleed. I think that was a way of saying too much English. There's so many different ways of speaking English. Every country has their own way of speaking it, I guess. And but it's taught more now. Did I turn on my ads? No, not yet. I should do that. What am I thinking? It's early in the morning. I do all this setup right 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm having my coffee and then I'm watching some other videos.
This is how I became the most dangerous person in the room.
There's an ad. I'm watching an ad myself. What the heck is that?
Social media with micro.
It's non-skippable.
Now instead of wasting
time it's a hamster's ad. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just like looking at, wondering what everything is. It's been so long. I've been live for like 3 Wednesdays in a row, and then before that, it was a news cycle I was showing, an internet government news cycle that I was about earthquakes. I think, about the earthquakes, and there were 2 earthquakes, one in Cebu, one in down in Mindanao, Davao City, or near there. Thank you for the shout outs, guys. I appreciate. Love you guys. I'll never forget my version of what the heck. I'll never forget my version of the Team Happy song. Don't worry, be Team Happy. I no longer have the sound card and microphone, so I don't want. The laptop still has microphones, but it's not exactly the same. So, because I don't have the headset. Not the same. Gong chung gum. Gong chung gum. Thank you for stopping in. Everybody. Janita's here. Rosita's here. Gong chung gum. Janita. Oh, I said that. It's hard to. The Hamsters. This is all from The Hamsters channel. So thank you so much, guys. Sometimes I wonder, should I do that? Should I ask them for help? Because, you don't want to upset someone's live stream, but we're good friends. I've actually met Hamsters more than any other YouTuber, including Blessed Life, who gave me a t-shirt. Blessed. That was cool. That was very cool. I tried to upgrade on StreamYard because I ran out of hours, but as soon as I did, I canceled. It's too expensive now. I don't want to pay that. The way I got a good deal was I paid for a while, but it was month to month. It was like $10, $11 a month. This was a few years ago. And then I canceled and they offered me a discount. So I took the discount. But they're not doing that right now. You got to sign up and then try to cancel. And they might offer you a discount. I don't know. But they're giving it away free. They give away the 720 definition for free, and they don't let you do lots of stuff. So, and I'm not ready to pay for it yet. I did that for so long, but we were always live. That's all we did was live stream. So I wasn't really doing videos. I would make a video on my camera phone, and then it would sit there, and then I would say, "No, I'm gonna like put a video out there because I got all this footage on my camera. I'm not doing anything with it." So I didn't really. I wish it was 10 a month. It would cost me $250 a year. Oh, it's more than that here. Unless that was in pesos. I'm not sure if that was in pesos, but it was a lot. It's like, no, I'm not paying that. I'll take another look at it. Maybe it was. If it was pesos, that's not too bad of a deal. How do I can't do it now because I'm already on. I'm already live. I can't go back because then I'll ruin the live stream. I think. I've ruined enough live streams. It's like if you leave, you're gone. And it's like nobody here. I remember when we had. I think if you guys are still watching, remember we used to get trolls coming in, and they would be in the chat giving me shit, like not being nice. And then sometimes they would come on panel, and I would try my darndest not to let them on panel, but they would keep coming as a different person. It's like, why are all these people trying to come up here? It's like one, then it's somebody else, then it's somebody else. It's like all these people, I don't know you. You can't come on unless I know you, right? And then be another guy as like disguised as someone I knew, and then say, oh, okay, this person's good. And then an explosion of pornography, and it's like, no, can't have that. Ruin the whole live stream. But my point is, I think it was one of the guys on my panel all along. It was crazy. And then he got all the unbelievers, the people who reject God and mock God, and they mock everyone who will confess that they are true believers, and that they're all friends. It's like, no, I can tell. I know who the unbelievers are. That's all you need to know to find out who's lying. And they'd say, no, they would say to my face, you're telling the truth, Jay. I know you're telling the truth because it's your house. Why would you not know? And like a few months later, they would tell everybody else that I'm not telling the truth. It's like ridiculous. Same person but different name. Yeah, it was somebody that we knew on the live stream all along. It's a crazy secret. But I guess he didn't get upset when I called him out. But and then he kept trying to get me to come back on the live stream. I already told him that we did the collaboration for exactly 1 year. And then they said, and I gave him ample notice that it was going to come to an end. And then at the 1 year mark, we still did. He came here, and then we did the long. It was like a 9.5 hour live stream, and he sang a song with Blessed, and that was good. I still have that on my channel. I didn't take it down, but I just wanted to stop doing the live streams. And then he did something silly, worse than silly. It was bad. It was something bad. That woman was not pleased, and but none of the unbelievers are telling anybody that I was telling the truth. Well, Jay, you should have just let it go. No, it's too serious. You can't come to my house and do that and then expect me to let it go. David and his girlfriend, yeah, we've not as much. They were here a lot because I was excited to see them, but they don't live too far away. But they're doing stuff and they're busy, so they can't. Because when you come here, you party, you're drinking wine and singing, and she works nights, so it's really hard to get that all going. Oh, we're talking about one of the guys on the live streams, Darren. We're talking about Darren. So I decided, hey, Yatsky's here. Thank you for stopping in. Hapsters is here too, and some of Team Happy. So I told where we're going to go with this. My mind's when I look at the names in the comments, my mind switches. So we're looking at a live view of Kilauea volcano activity at the moment on an observation camera. I'm sure that camera is miles away. Is there higher points? I'm not sure where that's grounded, but it looks like a much higher point. It probably, I wasn't sure if there were higher mountains than that, but you'll find out that all mountains are connected to earthquakes and volcanoes. That's how the earth was formed. Yeah, it's House Cebu. They were devastated. Now she's back by the earthquake. So several earthquakes. We like so many. Getting back on its feet. Yeah. Some things crumble forever, though. Good to see everybody. Are you? Yeah, you're still live. I think that's live. Yeah. Oh, it's silent, so you can be here. If you're doing a silent live stream, it doesn't matter if you're there or not, as long as you can keep your eyes on it. We're like it's like a 5 second delay here, I guess. Janita says hello, everyone. So this live stream is for everybody: USA, Canada, Brazil, Europe, England, Mexico, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Russia, all countries. It's for everyone. Just if you're not in the Philippines, let me know where you are from, or even if you're in the Philippines, let me know. It's a lot of fun telling us where everyone is from. But Yatsky no longer in the USA. I spent years later at work in my last few years. I'm thinking because for 7 years I spent all my vacations here in the Philippines, but I couldn't take an extended vacation because I was the payroll guy. So there were always it wasn't even 2 weeks. It was like 10 days. Like, and it's 2 days of travel. So I didn't really have long to stay here. And people were saying to me, you got to stay a month. You can't, that's not long enough. And I said, well, I know, but that's the price you pay for having a good job. So airport hotel controller. In case you were wondering, a controller is in charge of all accounting and the people who handle money. I'm not their direct boss, but if I have a problem, I will tell their boss that I wish to see them because that's schedule. So you got a schedule for that. So when I showed up and someone's got a meeting with their manager and me, more often than not, they were fired, and people thought I was the Grim Reaper. So I didn't know how to tell them, but your manager is the one that wants you fired, but they come to me to make sure that they do it properly according to the law. Matagal-tagal ka na dito sa Pilipinas, Sir J. Mike. Matagal-tagal ka na dito sa Pilipinas, Sir J. Mike. Matagal-tagal. Hold on, guys. Wait lang po. Yeah, it's been a while, long time. I have been doing live streams now on Wednesday morning in the Philippines for 3 weeks. So I'm going to try to acclimate myself to Wednesdays. I don't want to do too many live streams, but it's about my channel, I got to tell you. Join me on a real point of view walk through the streets of Metro Manila. We could be in Santa Mesa one day and Pasig the next day or the next week. It's hard to get around. I'm getting old. I don't have a motorcycle and I'm not 30 anymore. So I'm not 29 anymore. So as you get older, it's not, you don't have the same energy. But I'm once a week I get out there and I get video, whether it's Antipolo or Pasig or Santa Mesa or Marikina. There's different areas. There's Santa Lucia. It's harder to get over to Tondo. I was there once, but I only got a little bit of video. It was hard because I've got walkers, people that walk with me, Filipinos, but they're not too brave to go over to Tondo for whatever reason. And so they're like, Jay, it's not safe here. But I see other people going there, you know, and some of them are walking at night. When they walk at night, only like 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. It's not really that late. Check out the Christmas People's Park in Taguig. They really have a good display. Well, I'm not on StreamYard. Sometimes I forget. So now it's up to my wife. She had surgery 3.5 weeks ago, so she's still a little bit slow to get up and about. She's walking and coming up and down stairs, but she can only do that once or twice a day. She can't keep going up and down the stairs. So she's struggling. Now, my brother and his wife are here, but they're not in Rizal. They're over, actually, now they're in the Visayas, but Mount, the heck is the name of that mountain? El Nido. So they're checking out that area. They were in Tagaytay and now they're over in El Nido. So it's all planned out, so they don't have time to come here. I'm wondering if they could have like one day and one night to come over, but I don't know because they're planning on going up to Pampanga and Baguio up there that way. So Norma's saying it might be too hard for me. I don't want to go. Christmas People's Park in Taguig. Is that in or around BGC? I don't know. So these channels promoting BGC. It's like, that's the safe area. You gotta come over where it floods in the houses. Hard to get in there though. I don't know how these guys do it. They get into they're sending over like 3 dozen pictures at a time. It's hard to look at all that, but even though I'm retired, but it's still hard to stop and make time for all that. It's like I get a message, ding or beep, and then you get a message, and then there's 36 photos to look at. It's like, no, I already look at videos. I hate photos. I actually hate photographs. My wife does the montages, the photo montages on Facebook all the time. She takes old photos and puts them up there. It's like, I remember this, I remember that. It's nice, but I'm a video guy, and it's not in BGC. It's near Makati on the other side of the river. But Makati's not Taguig. BGC is in Taguig. But we haven't seen them yet, and it's been 4 years. He's the one that drove me to the Boston airport, Boston Logan Airport, back in 2021 on this November 30. So that's the last time. It's been 4 years. So, honey, she's not in. She's upstairs, but today's December 3rd. So today's the anniversary of my quarantine when I got here. I arrived on the 3rd, but I didn't see Norma for 7 days, or 6.5 days, or whatever. They let me go just after midnight on the 7th day, so it was really 6 days and 2 minutes. But I wasn't ready to check out of the hotel yet. I needed a little more sleep. So, once I woke up, I left. It was not good hospitality at that hotel. The Exchange Hotel. Now, I shouldn't give them a bad name because they could be under new management, so I don't know. And the other thing is, I think the Filipino hotel management, all the hotels that were allowed to have guests, they were all afraid of what the government would do to them. They were all scared, and they all had
What if
masks
I
on
told
and
you
gloves. It
daily
was like
walk could be your
ridiculous.
most creative work time?
Okay, Hapsters,
With
that's
whisper
enough.
flow, it
Get
can
your
be.
ads running. Stop it. This is such a good view. I don't get rid of it. I'll find it. It's Christmas People's Park in Taguig. Okay. I'll remember to do that. We're at the 25-minute mark. Okay, so that's long enough. That up there. I've never seen El Nido either. I've been to, how many islands have I been to? I've been to, have I been to Mindoro? No. I've been to Luzon. There's so much to see in Luzon. Luzon is a huge place. It's, it's bigger than New York and Massachusetts put together. So New York is a pretty big state. I think it's bigger than New York. I did not do it. So they're close together. They're nearby. They're all nearby. Makati touches BGC. It's like right there. When we went to the hotels, it's like you're right in between Makati and BGC, and then the hotels are right there. Video premiere for that tomorrow. A video premiere for the People's Park. So sometimes I get lost in thought on these live streams. I don't know. Yeah, let me activate my ads too, because it won't hurt if I can. Oh, wait a minute. Where's my? Oh, there it is, right there. We'll go to edit. Hold on, I'm gonna see if that's gonna affect anything. No, it doesn't. Why? How far behind are we? Oops. We'll turn that on. We'll set that for automatic. All right. Okay. Okie dokie. And we're back. Okay. So what else do I have to say? Oh, you know what? I'm slowing down here. I don't know why. I told my wife, quick live stream, only going to go a few minutes. It didn't work this week. I wonder why. Let me get rid of that. All right, we'll get rid of that. That's always cool, but it's not mine. I shouldn't have done that. Last week we had hundreds and hundreds of people in on the live stream. I'm not sure what's changed this week. So I've been on Leyte, Samar, Kalangaman, but that's part of Leyte. That's officially Leyte, but it's a separate island. And then there was one other island off of Leyte. We took a quick outrigger boat to get there, and we walked on it. And then we went to another island, but we didn't walk on it. So Leyte, Samar, Luzon. Where else was I? I thought it was more than 3. If I look at a map, maybe if I look at maps, I can. Oh, Luzon is just so big. You can go all over the place for take you all day to get somewhere, and you're still on Luzon. So, And then if you go down to Naga City and Legazpi, you're still on Luzon. I think that's Quezon, right? So I was never on Mindoro, and I was never on Palawan or Malay, I think it is. And Panay, I was never there. Bacolod, never there. Cebu, no. So I guess the smaller islands are part of the larger, but not barangay, but the larger province. So I can't count those as provinces. I can count them as islands. So on the main provinces, I was on Samar, Leyte, and Luzon, I guess. And then smaller islands, they're just part of the larger province. So that doesn't really count as, yeah, you can count it as an island. So I've been on like 5 or 6. There's not a whole lot to do on the small. Kalingaman was interesting because we sat around and, for a few hours. And they had jet skis, so I enjoyed that for a little while too. It was like an hour. That's a lot of fun. You can go as fast as you want. It's like, we're breaking the speed limit. Yeah, but then you hit a wave and it's like you're up in the air. You're like, hang on. And boom, boom. Oh, that was a lot of fun. But then when I came in on video, I don't know who had the video, but I came in and I wasn't smiling. But the whole time I was smiling my head off. But then at the last few seconds coming in, it's like, okay, this is over, and my face stopped smiling. It's like, I wish I had that smile. It's not something I was trying to control. The smile was just there. Oh, this is great. Slow down. Norman kept saying, slow down. You're going to kill us. Puerto Galera or Mindoro, yeah. Oh, I want to go there, but it's hard for us to travel now because I don't want to be in tight little spaces. We went way up to Katarman, not Katarman. Wait a minute, where's the map? And yeah, Katarman. We drove all the way to Calbayog, and we saw waterfalls and we had fun there. We did karaoke. Then we went all the way up to Katarman, which is way up north, right on the ocean. That was fun. When we were on the ocean, that was fun, but there's so much driving. It's hard to sit on a bus for 10 hours. That was torture. But then, it's just, there's nothing like being in the comforts of home, having your regular cooked dinners. It's all awesome. The food was great, though. They fished. Technically my nephew, but I didn't know him. He had his own boat and he was fishing, and he was getting like 10-kilo fish. And there was all kinds of fish, squid, eel. I don't know the names of some of those fish, but it was delicious. And we kept eating. There was like lots of meals out of that fish. Fish and rice and mangoes and, all that stuff. Bananas, lots of saging. Ang mga saging, guys. No. We have a car. We got to keep it running. The battery died. I got a starter, but I'm going to need a battery. But I got to start it up to go get a battery. I'm not going to go bring a battery home. We're going to bring it somewhere to get put in. It's a 9-hour ride, but we were stopped for an hour, exactly an hour. It seemed like forever because it was late and we were tired. And I woke up, actually. When we stopped, I woke up and I went, what the hell's going on here? Why aren't we moving? I just thought it was a long red light. And then we were backed up so far, I didn't see a red light. And then an hour later, that was painful, because everybody else was stuck too. And something happened where there was only one lane getting through. So there was some kind of disaster, I guess. The road collapsed or something. I don't know what the heck it was. But all of the roads in southern Samar were like in bad shape. I hear that they're all getting fixed, but it takes a long time. But then coming back, it was instead of a 10-hour ride, it was a 9-hour ride. That was tough too, but at least we didn't stop. There was no stoppage, so that was good. Ilocos Norte. That was a drive. Yeah, that takes hours and hours. We took the slow bus, which stops every like kilometer to pick people up. That took 7 hours. And coming back, it was 5 hours. So I'm glad of that too. But it was so cold, I actually caught cold. I was like shivering in the Philippines, shivering like, and I'm from the north. I was on vacation. I wasn't married then, and so many places to visit in Luzon. I've only been up north. I've only been up to Apari once, way up. Wait a minute. I've been to Batangas City to the south and all the way to Apari in the north. So I've been all the way north and all the way south in Luzon, but have not seen Lawag City or Batak or Kandon. We're going to go to, we have reservations. A Playa de Isabel Beach Resort. We have reservations there. That's on the west coast, north of San Fernando City. It's north of Baguio, too. Baguio is way north. Baguio is not even nowhere near all the way to the north. That's like a lot further south than Taguigao. One year we flew to Taguigao, and I think it was 2019, and then we drove up to Apari, and we saw the water. That was fun. There's islands up there too. There's quite a few islands up there. I'm only looking at the big ones, but if I zoom in, I'm looking at maps. If I zoom in, you see more islands. But Apari was nice. Nice small little city. It's cozy. That's what old people do. I rough it. I stay on the bus. Yeah, flying my first trip here. I'm flying back from Tokyo to Hawaii, and I'm talking to a guy. He's around my age, I guess. Maybe he might have been slightly older than me because I've been coming here for like 11 or 12 years now. So, and I said, "Where are you moving forward to?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm staying the night in Honolulu, or I think it was Honolulu." He said, "At my age, I can't go all the way in one day." So I said, "Yeah, I'm heading. I'm going to continue forward and go all the way to Houston, and then all the way to Boston." I fell asleep at my gate in Houston, thinking I'm all set. I'm at my gate, and there was a gate change, and I wasn't notified. And I'm like, "Wait a minute! There should be people here. It's almost time to board. This place is empty. The door is like dead. There wasn't even a plane there." And I went, "I better check." So I had my boarding pass and all that stuff, but it had the wrong information because I was so early. But then I walked, and I had a long walk, and I had my roller bags. And then finally I see the flight board, and I'm like, "Wait a minute. I need help. I got a different gate. This is like, what is wrong? My tickets don't say that." So I asked someone, "Where's that gate?" They said, "Keep going this way, and you should have time to get there before you fly." You should have, yeah, should have, could have, would have, maybe. So I had to walk fast with all my roller bag. I'm glad if it weren't for roller bags, I wouldn't have made it. Skinny roads and cliffs, that scares me. Oh, yeah. Oh. I only took a bus once to Baguio in 2017. I would like to go back. I don't know if we're going to see Baguio, though. And we're getting older. Norma doesn't want to take the car on long trips, so we have to rent a van, and that gets into money. You know what? At the time, I wasn't 60. I don't think what I forget what year that was, but I was like 59 or whatever. I don't know. But I mean, I was in good shape too. People didn't when I turned 60. People were like, "You don't look 60." Yeah, but I'm 60 on the inside because I was always ice skating all my life. Even today, it's been might have been over a month since I've skated, but I still skate because we like the all you can eat buffets. There's like three places we can go for that. Sambo Koji, something like that, and there's Dads and there's Vikings. Go to Ilocos and see the Pawai Church. Is that where we're going to? Where are we going? Hold on. We're going to. I don't see Ilocos. A Playa the Isabel Beach Resort. What's nearby? I don't. I'm trying to see what's nearby. It's not on that. Oh, here it is. What is it? It is a. Wait a minute. I still have Hamsters Live up there. It is Paoay. Hold on. Wait a minute. Church. Okay, so. Oh, yeah, we're not going that far north, I don't think. Oh, no. We're not. We're not going anywhere near there. Yeah, but I didn't say we were going to Batak. I said we've not been there. I think. I think that's what I said. I forget. Every time you zoom in on these maps, I see different cities. It's like weird. Depends on how much you zoom in, I guess. We're going to be near Santa Cruz, I guess, or Santa Lucia. There's lots of Santa Lucias. I don't really know this area. I've not been here. I've not been on the west coast other than Batangas. I haven't been on the north. I haven't really been there. I haven't been on that to the north of Manila. I haven't been on the west coast. Is it La Union? Um, like I said, I haven't been there, so I'm not sure exactly where that is. It's right on the coast. I think it's. Oh, here it is. You know what? I better put a heart there because I won't see it if I don't. Where's my set as a favorite? Why can't I do that? Oh, here it is. Okay, so I should have it on want to go. Not, it can't be my favorite. All right, there it is. All right. Oh, whatever. Whatever. Okay, it's only been 45 minutes, 44 and a half minutes. What? Seems like an over an hour. The Navy site, Wallace Air Base, really? Wallace Air Base. It's near, I don't know what the big city is. It's Santa Cruz is towards the northeast, and then Capariaan. Capariaan is Ilocos Sur. Capariaan is nearby. Let's see if this tells me. This is in Santa Cruz. Sitio Namnama Barangay Bagyong Sikat, Santa Cruz, Ilocos Sur. That's a lot of address. Yeah, that's all I know. I haven't been up in the area, so I can't really talk about it because I don't know. Hindi ko alam. Ewan ko. I don't know the differences. They speak two languages here in this house. Cebuano and Tagalog, or Filipino. 3 languages. English, 4 languages. Oh, we had some family about 8 months ago. It seems like yesterday. Here from Norway. That would have been 5 languages. So there's always different languages going on here. So anyway, thanks for hanging out, guys. It's been not even an hour. I guess it is a quick live. No more 4, 5, 6, 7 hour live streams. I don't know how we did it. I guess time flies when you get people on. But then Fanatic would be the first to leave. He would just, remember how he would just disappear and not say goodbye? It's like, okay, I guess he doesn't say goodbye, good night when he's tired. And Shadow would, yeah, I gotta go too. I gotta go to work. If we were live for too long, I think it was like 2.5, 3 hours, and then we would stay and keep going live because it was fun. Waray, Bisaya, Ilocano, Tagalog. Yeah. Now, a lot of them have some words in common, I guess. I have to go. I'm ending my life. Okay, good. Thanks for coming in and bringing some people in with you. That's awesome. I don't know why we didn't get spread out on YouTube today. Sometimes you take off, and sometimes you don't. I think I'm being shadow banned. They say there's no shadow ban, but I think it's a secret. But I'm not sure why. I unsubscribed to thousands of people a few months ago, and then I unsubscribed to almost everyone yesterday. So if I unsubscribe to you, there's no hard feelings. I'm just trying to keep my competitors in my subscriptions, and then a couple of other people. Hapsters is one of them. Because you're doing, you're looking at sites, travel and tourism, so that's what I like. And I got a handful of people that they've been helping my channel. I don't know if that's good for me to be subscribed to them because they don't really have videos. So it is what it is. It's about, I only have 150 now, but it was like 10,000, or maybe even more. Marty and Jamie's here. I don't know what category are you, Marty? I don't really know. I mean, I'm travel and events. I was people in blogs for a while, but that's live streams. That would be people in vlogs because we weren't entertaining or anything like that. So I changed the category to travel and events. The walking tours is a travel and event. So more than anything else, because entertainment to me is like, it's either like super funny or it's drama. We're not doing that. We're going to, it's part of Ilocos Sur. That's the province, right? They say it's good, so. You've been there. Oh, yeah. Well, that's where we're going. And I hope Norma feels well at the time, or else there's going to be a problem. We haven't seen them in 4 years, and I don't know how many years it'll be before we see them again. Because he's a property owner. He owns a place in Massachusetts, so I don't know how soon he wants to come here. He's always said he wants to come here, but they're stuck over there now. And his wife has a good job. He does too. people and blogs. Yeah, I was people and blogs forever, but I changed that. It's travel and events now. So I have to talk about that. I can't just come up here and do the wheel anymore. I can't do that. She's getting better, but she's still saying that she doesn't want to do anything. And it's hard to, you can't talk to somebody. She had surgery, you know, it's hard because I had surgery too. But I was back at work in a month. I don't even think I was gone a month. And I was younger. I was 33. So I remember it took a little while, but she's not going to work or anything. So I hope we can see them. Hook up with them. It'll be a lot of fun. Most people don't. I don't know why there's this worldwide thing. You can't talk about somebody's health. Because what happens is, like, if you're a teenager and your mother, say you're like 17 or 18 or 16, and your parents say, you know what, my mother sent one of my daughters to a therapist. That's mental health. That goes in your record as you're nuts, and that'll keep you from getting certain types of jobs. So she might be nuts. I don't know. I don't like to. Hello, Jan Salah. Oh, Jan Salah. How are you? ¿Cómo estás? The words all together in one now. They do that. It's like your secondary name. I don't know what they call that is now that's your name in the chats now. It's weird. YouTube has had so many changes, and they don't tell you everything either. They just do it. I mean, they notify you if there's certain things they tell you, and there's a lot of things they don't tell you. But the algorithm hates you when you talk about what you don't like. Like, I can say I don't like the New York Yankees. I can say that, but I can't say I don't like YouTube. YouTube is the place to be, or I wouldn't be here. They said a couple of years ago, they said, no, go to Rumble. It's awesome. No one's watching Rumble. It's like all my videos still go to Rumble and no one watches. Well, it's something that happens to a lot of people. It's not like some rare thing. You know, it's not a woman thing. It's men and women can have it. If it were me, I would tell you. But it's my wife, so I don't know if she wants me to blab it out. Maybe. I mean, it's possibly that she's okay with it, but it's one of those things. It's big, but a lot of people may be okay with it. I'm going to clue you in on that. Maybe I'll say it soon, but I don't want to. Without telling her, I don't want to, like, why did you do that? What's wrong with you? Boom! Shoot me in the head. Better not. Yeah, better safe than sorry. When in doubt, don't do it. Don't do it. But yeah, it's big. It happens to a lot of people, but it's not sexual. It's not anything sexual. The sex life was great. If I touch her or bump her in the wrong way, she's sore. So she'll like, oh, that hurts. So we're going to be very careful. Yeah, there are stitches involved. Something is missing. Something was taken out. So that's a clue too. She was cut open and sewed up. That I can tell you that. Stitched up. I'll tell you right now. Where are we? Messenger? Did you say Messenger? Oh, you got to go to Facebook now. I got to go to Facebook from it. Changed. If you have it on your phone and you've had it for a long time, you could still have it, but that will change. If it's a problem, I'll tell you. I forgot your name on. You have one of those names. Sometimes I forget. Where are you? And I'm connected to thousands of people. I got over like 2 years. I wasn't watching, and then all of a sudden I had like 2,000 requests for friendship, and I okayed it all at once. All at once. I gotta go to, where is it? Oh, here we go. Okay, so here we go. All right, I will tell you. All right, I'm gonna send it in a moment. All right, just sent it. Sent. I don't know how quickly it'll get there. Yep, I get your name. I got you. I don't know which name is your first name, which one is your last name, because it's backwards over here, or you said it backwards. I'm not sure. Yep, I just told you on your main channel on or the Sons of Monday. All right, we've got. I don't know if that's your main channel, but it's the main one for me. All right, coming up on an hour, I had coffee and water, and I need to take. I don't know how much longer we're going to stay, but we're going to stay right there. We'll be back in just a moment. I got to go over there, and I can't wait. I'm getting old. I'll be right back, guys. Let me tell you guys, that was faster than a United States advertisement break. I was watching football, and every time there's a change of possession, they take a 4 minute break. It's 3 minutes, 3 to 3.5 minutes, and then they blab for a half minute, and then the game starts. And they put the ball in play. It's ridiculous. There's 2 hours of ads in a 1 hour game, and it's a 3 hour watch. It's like I can't watch live. I got to watch it recorded. But I watched it live. It was live, and I couldn't avoid it. It's disgusting. America makes men out to be wussies, and they make women out to be weirdos. It's like weird. It's like that's not the women I know, and it's none of the men I know either. And I don't even watch sitcoms anymore, but from what I remember, the men were all wussy. The wife wore the pants. It's like weird. And Americans are happy with that. I'm proud to say that I have all the channels, and I pay over $300 a month. Isn't that awesome? And insurance. The price of TV, paying for TV is a scam. The buying insurance and having 4 or 5 or 6 different kinds of insurance is a scam. A subscription to have someone take care of your lawn, a subscription to have someone take care of your sewer, a subscription to have someone water your lawn, or you have the system, the physical system, the pipes under the water and they spray. We had that. And that's another. So that's 3. And then you have pest control. That's 4. What else? That's unbelievable. It's all subscriptions and insurances. It's like ridiculous. Car insurance. You got fire insurance. You have master building insurance. You have, in case someone breaks in and steals something, you got to have, separate property insurance for your house. It's ridiculous. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I hate saying happy holidays. Merry Christmas, guys. It's December. So we've had Christmas stuff up. It's not a full celebration, but like we put up the lights and, we have placemats, says Merry Christmas. But the malls do it up. They're wearing, in September, they were wearing the Santa, the red, cone hats. It's like, okay. We haven't shopped as much, though, this year because we've only grocery shopped once in October, once in November. It's time to go back. We're empty. We buy a lot of food, though, when we shop. It's like we must drive them crazy. There's so much stuff. And no, we're feeding. It's not just the 2 of us. We're feeding people, and it's for a month. So I'm still drinking coffee. We're just over an hour here. We're right at the beginning. We're about 3 minutes into where I normally would have gotten started. I don't know if that had an effect. I thought it would be better to go earlier instead of later. So we're past the 1 hour mark. Let's take a look at that. I don't know. Not a lot of going on. I don't know why. But anyway, thanks for the averages high. That's a good thing. That means my true friends are here. Thank you so much. Love you guys. I love you guys. Someone said a long time ago in life, he says, you got to keep it interesting and exciting. You got to shout things out and, you got to keep punching. You can't do silent live streams. Silent live stream for watch hours. If you're trying to get monetized, that's not good because you're not going to have anything in your channel. You're dead. You'll be dead in the water. See, people think if I monetize, money will start rolling in. It doesn't work. Once you get monetized, you got to start over. You don't have any watch hours and then in the videos, there's different classes of videos for, if you're just doing reaction videos, the ads don't pay as much per minute, but people have to watch the ads for you to get paid. You can't, if they skip the ads, you won't get paid. Like if you're doing a live stream, the only thing with live streams, really, it's 10% ad watch. Some people will watch the ads, but it's 90% super chats is where you get your money. So if there's no super chats, that's it. People don't believe in the real truth. They don't believe in the truth or anything of real substance. And this includes people you know and love. They don't believe in the truth. And if you speak the truth and only the truth, they'll tell 2 people that you're full of crap. There was somebody hanging on, sending me messages, trying to get me to come to his live streams. It was no good, so I didn't come. For years, 3 years, he did this. And he was always messaging me to watch his videos and all this stuff, and which they were no good. And finally, he gives me a personal message. There was always messages, but then he finally said, how come you don't, are you my friend or not? And I went, well, I'm a busy man. I'm a married man. I can't just be friends with anybody. I subscribe to 9,000 people on YouTube. It's hard to stay in touch with everybody. So he goes, well, what do I got to do? And I said, well, first of all, you have to align yourself with me in a real way. Oh, how so? I said, well, first of all, you have to agree with me that the first truth is really the truth, or else we can't go any further. I can't talk to you. He said, what's that? I said, the first truth of everything in the world and everywhere, wherever you go, is that in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The first verse of the Bible is the first truth. Don't tell me what to do. Our relationship is over. And then I tried to reply to him, and I was blocked. So this was like a year ago, or close to it. And finally, yesterday I spent all day and evening going through my subscriptions, people that I subscribe to. And I'm still subscribed to all my enemies. So I unsubscribed not only to my enemies, but to everyone that does not have my niche. There's a couple of exceptions, but maybe they have some videos about travel and tourism. So I'm only subscribed to 150 people now instead of 9,000, or even, I don't know if it was 9,000 or 11,000 or 18,000. I don't know. But it took all day and evening to get rid of that. You can only unsubscribe one at a time. So, and plus stuff is going on. It's like, I can't just shut myself in a room and do that. There's stuff going on. So you guys know me. I can't sit still until I'm sleeping. Even when I go to sleep, I'm like all jittery because I have coffee at like 6, 7 p.m. I love coffee. Someone said to me, don't drink so much coffee. It's no good for you. And I looked at him and I went, it's the cream and sugar that's no good for you. Black coffee is good for you. Maybe not too much, but I know when I've had enough. I was watching TV. This was years ago, maybe 10 years ago. And it was CSI Vegas, the original one. And there was a guy that died at a poker table in Vegas. He was playing poker, and either poker or blackjack in Vegas, and they didn't know how he died. So they brought in the CSI team. And at the end, I forget the names, but the head guy, the original leader of CSI, looked at the woman and he went, death by chocolate. They ruled it a death by chocolate because he was always eating chocolate. And then they realized, they did some research and they went, because chocolate's not poison, it's candy. So doctors didn't offhand know that anyone could die from chocolate. And they all said, I've never seen anyone die from chocolate. But his body was just overloaded with chocolate because he wasn't all that fat. But he went, I guess we're going to have to rule this death by chocolate. So anything can kill you. There was a person that drank, I think he drank a gallon of water. Water is the most pure thing in the world, but we're not drinking pure water. He drank tap water. He was living in Florida, and he drank maybe over a gallon of water, and he thought he was doing something healthy, and he died because of the minerals in the water and the impurities killed him. I forget exactly what it was, but it's an old memory. But your body is made of distilled water, not tap water. So he couldn't process it well fast enough to stay healthy. You can die from water. You know, if you're drinking, you're drinking a lot, maybe you started early in the day, and you say, okay, take a break from this and have a glass of water because we're partying. So I don't want to pass out or get drunk. But I love drinking, so so you drink a bottle of water, but you get Now we drink purified water now, but back then it was tap water. Well, the city water is good. It's well known for being good water, filled with fluoride among other things. Dennis Salamon, what does the X9V stand for? Well, I'm on X with a 9 volt. I don't know. That's one of my nephews. He came with me to Quiapo and other places too. So hope to do another walk soon, Dennis. Dennis has what I need, a motorcycle. But I'm too old to learn and get a license. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. I'm not going to get any more ready. Last time I actually drove a motorcycle, it was a mini bike, and I was like 14. So I don't know, but anyway, that's was my wife's nephew until when I got married, became my nephew. Very helpful and loving man right there. He's got like 4 kids, Dennis? They're all starting to grow up now. The youngest is getting big. I think the youngest is like 9. Somewhere around there. 10's the magic age. And then when you're 16, you know everything. 10s are pretty smart. These kids are pretty smart at 10. Dennis is in Santo Domingo, Quezon. I want to go to Quezon City and get some walking video, but I want to get like more than 20 minutes or so. We did a nice walk in Angono, which is where I live. It was night video, and the market was open, so there was a lot of food stalls. It was interesting, but I want to get some with good sunlight. The best HDR is in the good sunlight. You get the best. Cameras work best, even if it's a good camera. It works best when there's a lot of sun. Because sometimes my camera will say not enough sunlight for this setting. So anyway, that's where I want to go next. Either that or Novaliches is there too. So we got to get in the little alleys. The tiny little alleys, and we got to see some activity there. But as long as there's activity, that's good. That's good. If there's people doing stuff, that's what we need. And the food stalls. So we need. Where's my description? We're gonna go with. Wait lang po. Last week's live stream was much bigger. I don't know what's happened. I think I'm shadow banned. I don't know. Let's go here. So my videos show the authentic daily life of the Philippines from jeepneys, tricycles, and street food to the busy atmosphere of Greater Manila. As long as it's the busy atmosphere, we're good. Something has to be happening. Can't just look at the empty streets or the buildings where the gate is shut, the steel gate. They have to be open for business. That's always interesting when there's people around. Food stalls are great. Food stalls are the best. Or if we're walking and we're looking at the storefronts on one side, and then we look to the other side and we see the jeepney traffic and the tricycles, and that's good too. Or we're watching the traffic and then we move to the right, and then we're right up close to a food stall or sari. That's a good thing too. Flooding is good. It's hard to get flooding because you can't go anywhere when it's flooding. So if you live there, those guys are lucky. Those guys have great footage. So what else can I tell you? This might be it. We're winding down here, I guess. I'm starting to my voice is dropping off. So We didn't get outside our Philippine structure. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe started too early. What do I know? I don't know anything. So I'm gonna go. If you came in today, thanks for that, everybody. Thank you so much. All right, starting to cough and sneeze. Gotta go. Bye, guys. See you next Wednesday. Same time, same channel. I don't know if it's gonna be the same time though. We started at 8:30 Philippines time. Last week we started at about 10, so maybe go around 9. I think 9 or 9:30. Right, it'll be the previous usual time, I guess. That's all I can say for now, but I reserve the right to change my mind slightly. Thank you so much, or even do a live stream later. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But anyway, shout out to USA, Canada, Brazil, England, all of Europe, Mexico, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand, and Vietnam, and everywhere else. Who's not watching? Maybe Ukraine and Russia. YouTube's against them, but I'm not. They're my friends. Thanks, guys. Thank you for watching. See ya.